introduction to business intelligence. I believe you've all had the prerequisites all signed off before the course.
Yes.
A little bit about me. I've got a degree in computer science or business information systems. I've got Microsoft certifications, been working in the BI industry for over 10 years, specialist in BI, and more recently, the last 3 years, been mentoring and training people, which I really enjoy, hence me being here with you. Right, let's get started. So Module 1 is an introduction to business intelligence architecture. Alright. So this is a typical business intelligence environment. You can see the 4 modules with the database circles there. So source systems on the left, where we've got our raw data that'll get transformed all the way across into our reporting and analytic layer. And as we'll see as we drill into the course a little bit more, we'll go into the source systems, where the raw data resides, the staging environments where it gets integrated and transformed, the data warehouse where we record the historical information of those source systems. We'll aggregate and summarise the data in the data marts and then provide a nice view for reporting. So what is a source system? So a source system is where most businesses will have transactions being recorded on an intra-minute frequency. So it could be a call centre, could be an accounts department recording invoices, sales, all that sort of stuff, a CRM system. That's where all the data that we want to report on lives, and there's generally more than one of those in our organisations, especially the size of the organisations that you guys have sort of mentioned at the start that you worked at. Alright, let's move forward to the second component, so what is staging? And this is where we'll grab the data from our multiple sources, integrate it, cleanse it, and then transform it. And it's important that the order of those things happen in that way. And I'll give you a handy tip on recognising that it's ICT, or integrate, cleanse, and transform, a little bit later, just so you can remember that. Staging normally has limited history, and this is to allow us to process the transactions quite quickly. So we'll process yesterday's transactions, if it's a daily update, just so that we're not processing lots of information at once. Alright, now, we all referred to terminology and wanting to understand what our team's doing, and when they use these acronyms, what do they mean? Here's one way to remember the order of some sayings. So we've got staging, integration, cleanse and transform. It's very important to get those in the right order. So a mnemonic will help you get them in the right order. So I've put up 3 examples of a mnemonic. Italians cook tremendously, where you'll notice that the I, C and T all marry up with the same. Put a couple more up there, ice cold tea and I can try. Rita, do you have one there that might help you?
Yeah, I actually like ice cold tea.
Ice cold tea, yeah, always nice, especially on a warm day. Brian?
I get a bit hungry for Italian, so I think Italian cook tremendously.
Right, yeah. So they're a little bit of fun, but they're used to help you remember the order of integrate, cleanse and transform. And you can use that for any terminology. Alright, let's move on to the third concept. So what is a data warehouse? This is where we integrate all of the history from the multiple source systems, and it provides a historical record of all that data. So if the source systems have changed, you've migrated from an older ERP system to a newer one, then this will record it in a consistent manner that's easy for the business to report from. They don't need to know the old and the new systems. Alright, we'll move on to our final section, so the 4th section, which is a data mart, which is very similar to a data warehouse, but it's aggregated and summarised, and generally more of a subset, so in HR, finance, and allows really quick access to data, so you can report very quickly, which generally your business users want reports to snap out as soon as they hit the button. They want that report to appear. So just in summary or review, so we had the 4 sections of a business intelligence architecture, so source systems, staging environment, data warehouse, data mart, and how the data flows through from the raw data in the source system, integrated, cleansed and transformed. Can we remember what we used to remember the order of those?
Italians cook tremendously.
Italians, ice cold tea. Yeah, so the mnemonics. And into the data warehouse where we record the historical data. Through the data mart where we summarise it, aggregate it, and the mnemonic again.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions at this stage?
I had a question. I just wondered how often you usually update and refresh the data in the warehouse, the data warehouse?
Most organisations would update nightly,
Yeah.
so once a day, but it can be more frequent. It can be as near real time as you can get it. It involves a bit more effort. So our next topic is going to be ETL, or extract, transform and load. We'll cover that off after the break. So if I can ask you to be back here in 15 minutes time. As I said, thank you guys for learning. I'll see you after the break.
Thank you.
Thank you.